Hey guys, it's Sky from theScore eSports, and today I'm with Dylan Falco of Immortals. Now, Immortals are looking actually Immortals now that you guys are 11-0. I want to ask about your role, what you play in the Immortals team.
Okay, so I'm the head coach of Immortals. Along with me, we have our performance coach, Robert Yip, and our player manager, Dodo, formerly of Teammate. My role as head coach is a lot of the in-game stuff. I lead all of our practice every day. I come up with strategies. I work a lot on our communication and like macro play. And then our other coaches, like Robert Yip, he is mostly focused on a lot of the lifestyle stuff, and Dodo just kind of looks after the wellness of the players.
I want to get your insight on, I guess, a coach in general in LCS. Some players say, or some teams or some people say that coaches are a main factor, very important in a team. Some players are like, oh, it's all about, the players. It's all about how they play, how well they do. What are your thoughts on that? Do you think that your role is really important, or is it all like a team effort?
I think at this point, it's pretty impossible to have like a really functioning team without some form of support staff. That being said, I do think a lot of teams really have a lot of experimentation and different takes on what these what coaching staff should actually do. And I think you'll find it really widely varies between teams. Like some people have coaches that dictate like all strategy and all picks. For some teams, it's more of a collaborative process. For us, a lot of like the strategy and stuff we come up with is a group effort between me, all 5 members of the team, and the couple analysts we have. So for us, yeah, it's more of a group effort.
I remember reading like your guys' AMA, and I was wondering like who's a shot caller, who's the one that I guess does everything, right? And I remember like you guys answered and you said it's nobody, it's everybody, it's a team effort. So I want to ask who actually does like the initiation for fights and who picks out where, pings here, who's the initiator?
Okay, so we get this question like basically 1, 2, 3 times a week. The answer really is it's really a team effort on stage. I think there are certain specific aspects of the games that some players are good at. I think like Jason or Wild Turtle, for example, like he's really talented at lane allocation. Some of our Baron play usually is a little more of like pole belter, but honestly, it really is a group effort. Like Rainover obviously talks about all of the jungle and the early game stuff, but the answer is, sorry, it's the same answer as before. It's just like it really is everybody.
I want to ask about Immortals. What makes Immortals immortal, if anything? I mean, you guys haven't lost a game. I know that Renegades game was actually pretty close. I mean, they were 7-1 early game. What's your guys' magic?
I think, like honestly, the biggest reason we've been so successful is we have just such talented players. Like our roster has 4 members of our roster have won LCS championships. They have like a huge amount of high-level experience, and they're just all really talented players. I think that comes from the like that's really the base of it. And then just our entire support staff, we just focus on keeping the team productive, keeping them healthy, and just staying consistent. And I think that's really part of why we've been so consistent throughout the season.
Now, when you play a few games here and there, and you maybe go into dynamic queue, and you see a few teams play in a certain way, do you ever take that into account when you think about picks and bans and strategies against a certain team?
Well, we have 2 analysts that we work with, and they do a lot of, basically their job is a lot of scouting on enemy teams. So we make sure we're always coming in every weekend with like a calculated plan against each opponent. So that's me working with the analysts to make sure our strategy makes sense against specific opponents, yeah.
I want to ask about your support player, Adrian. I know a lot of people have been teasing him with the Soraka play. What do you guys ever want him to get out of that champion pool? Do you guys want him to go in a huge, I guess, support role in different champions?
We play like a lot of different support champions. Like Adrian's champion pool is quite large, actually. We just pick what we think is strong in that specific moment in pick and ban. And if it ends up being Janice Soraka for 5, 6 games, that's fine. Later in the season, it might be something different.
I want to get your insight on the current new patch. What do you think about it so far? Do you think it's going to affect the pick and ban phase at all?
Yeah, this new patch 6.3, there's a lot of crazy stuff I've been seeing in scrims and in other regions. Like we played Rumble Jungle today, for example. There's a lot of very interesting picks that will probably come out, yeah.
All right. Thank you so much for the interview. Good luck tomorrow. And thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you guys later.